Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and this is TI6 Strats featuring Alchemist. Alchemist is a hero that, like Anti-Mage, can get 6-slotted very fast thanks to his passive. Unlike AM, Naga, Ember Spirit, and other late-game carriers that farm the entire map, he can share some of his excess net worth with his teammates, somewhat avoiding the type of games where a hero farms so much of the map that they end up losing because his teammates can't farm and are too weak.
Oh, but General just diving, streaking in because he knows the whole team's there. Hello, Ake. Likely goodbye, Ake, anymore. Solution Alliance, they have to find the fight, they just can't. Ake getting nuked down. Navi can turn back for buildings now. Loda moves in again. Yara, donkey his way out, it's almost Megas. And they've done it. Navi have done the virtually impossible against a free farm ultra.
As of now, Alchemist has 100% peak ban rate, being the most contested hero of the tournament. What usually happens with this type of heroes is that they tend to have lower win rates because more often than not, teams feel forced to pick these heroes for themselves, just to avoid the enemy team picking it, or because the hero is so contested they decide to try it even though they are not so good with it or it doesn't fit their playstyle. Not surprisingly, Alchemist has a 37% win rate in the group stages of the tournament. Apparently, Elk's popularity is working against it, because tons of ways of dealing with it in the lane and in the game have been figured out, and only some teams have seen a lot of success with it. The best teams with 4 or more games playing the hero until now are DC and MVP Phoenix with 175% win rate. Another interesting thing is that before the International, it was not unusual to see some teams, especially OG, picking Alchemist and playing him as a space creator mid, going items like Solar Crest, Blink, and Crimson Guard.
By the angle, they're going to force that Artesian. He does a ton of damage here with the Empower Manta dodges the stun. A beautiful play! Might have gotten our Torque killed if he didn't. As that out hits very hard, hefty physical damage.
It was not unheard to see him playing as a battle carrier as well, going Armlet and Maelstrom for instance. In this tournament so far, Alchemist played almost exclusively in the mid lane, with few exceptions like Fnatic playing him in the safe lane, but playing the exact same style of Armlet into Radiance. The usual and most common build used to be starting with a Permanent Shield and then going for Quilling Blade, Bottle and Boots. But as of now, a lot of Alchemists have been going for Stealth Shield into Iron Talon, mainly Asian teams like Fnatic, LGD and VTR. Probably as a mean of getting less hits in the jungle pre-level 6 when facing strong lanes or ganks.
Plus that would have killed him.
A little hesitant though, and that will allow Ohio to make an escape.
He did have a scary ogre running at him. I'll give him that.
And an ogre that big in your face definitely can off-put you quite a bit there.
For sure.
You look at the reflection though, I mean, both.
After getting the Radiance, the build still is travel into Manta, Octarine and Shivas, with almost zero variation, with the exception of games where the Alchemist team was so far ahead early into the game that he goes for an AC, for instance, to push, or really late game adjustments like maybe Side of Vice against Na'Vi. The win rate of Alchemist is very skewed towards the Radiant side. For reasons I'm not so sure, Dire Alchemist only won one game on the Dire side, and he is almost never picked on Dire to begin with. Even though the Radiant side had more success with the hero, the win rate is also very low, 41%. Since Alchemist is the go-to hero of this tournament, when a team knew they would be facing it, the most common approaches were to play Draw and try to take control of the map before the Alchemist could get big enough.
Position. They still have the hand of God, David.
Yeah, this is looking really bad for LGD.
Gonna get Rex here.
Aggressive is just top lane. He still doesn't have Minimal.
Early aggression, like MVP Phoenix did with the Spirit Breaker and Lifestealer against Secret,
himself, looking for the stomp. He's got D.Bowie. He knows it. They've got him. Puppey locked down. Pylite die. He comes in. D.Bowie cancels his ult, but maybe he can't get it off at all. He gets taken out by the nukes of Team Secret as the Wisp lays out the damage with the spirits, and it's gonna follow through onto Febby. Stomp coming out, gets canceled. Febby stomps that one as the two-man burrow strike comes out from Bulba, slowing these heroes down. Bulba blinks himself forward, trying to catch Febby still and stay out of the hands of MP, but MP locks onto Pylite die instead. He still managed to get the burrow strike. Febby should stick out from this one as Puppey comes in with the shadow wave. Now it's Bulba versus MP. MP holding onto a lot of weave minus armor, needs to get out of here with a surge. Can it get the space necessary? Arteezy can't quite see him until Bulba jumps forward, reveals Forev with a burrow strike and the follow-up on Stable Concoction. MP still thinks he can fight this one, and he's right too. He's got Bulba, and they've got Artur. D.Bowie comes in. Let me see it. Let me hear it, ladies and gentlemen. No 17%, but it's not needed.
Or Husker, like Navi did against Wings.
Oh, Shadow goes in. He's trying to man up there with the rage, and he's going to end up burning down most likely. He hops into a buddy just to save his life, but this is underneath the tier 4s. Yeah.
Oh my god. Navi.
Navi are doing it. I mean, what was this down to? Was this down to Navi just stomping all their lanes, their early aggression on the Sand King? What was the little golden nugget that made this game such a success?
Winning the lane so hard, definitely with the IO and the Chen. And you have a Huskar, when you win your lane that hard, you're just going to be able to siege the enemy base very, very early into the game.
Other strategies also include picking a very late game core that can compete with the Alchemist, like Morphling or Terrorblade, that despite being a somewhat greedy core, can go into the mid lane against the Alchemist because of his high armor and ability to harass the Alch at level 1 with Metamorphosis, something that Secret did against Liquid. Regardless of the picks, the focus of countering Alchemist seems to be on getting early towers and controlling his jungle. The easiest way for that to happen is to win the lanes and push the advantage. And that's why the mid matchup against the Alchemist coupled with the rotations are very important. Some of the heroes we've seen are Timbersaw and Dragon Knight, both heroes that have decent regen and armor to deal with the acid spray. Okay guys, this is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to it. I'm making videos like this every day and I'm sure something here will spark your interest. And if you really like my channel, please check my Patreon rewards and see if any of them are of your liking. Bye.
Off against the S4 Batrider. S4 able to get himself just far enough to the north. The concoctions there though, they'll make EGM pay the price. They do find the IO kill skill. At the same time, S4 eyes onto Faith Bian. Couple of stacks. He's got to be careful though, because Wings are around and they are going to get the vision for the X-Marks, bringing him back into the torrent. They stack him as well. S4, he's